Hello, violin students. This is for you if you are an advanced beginner learning number 12, Can Can from Vamoosh Music. I am going to just go over briefly some things you should know and how to practice this part of Can Can, and then we will play it together with the slow backing track. And again, I am Mrs. Phyllis, founder of A Touch of Classical Plus, Calderon Music Studio, and let's get to it. The chorus section is what you are working on. So the chorus has a lot of eighth notes, those 4/8 notes. And there's also the low 2. This is in G major. So we have that low 2 finger pattern on both the A and E string. So as a review, let's play the G major scale from the fingered G on the D string. There's that low 2 on the A string, and then there's the low 2 on the E string. So let's start here in the piece where it has that G major scale. So we first start with the octave G. We're going to start with the finger G and then go to the high G, second finger on the E string. So that's one thing you'll want to isolate first, because you've got to cross 2 strings to get from that middle G to the high G here on the E string. So, and I recommend, notice what I'm doing. I'm using independent fingers for this. It's not always necessary to put all your fingers down at the same time. So 3 on D, and then you're going to rock your bow all the way to the E string, carry your middle finger over to the E string. So do that a few times until it gets comfortable. And then once you get here, we're going to descend the scale. And notice again, I put my fingers down independently, meaning all by itself. I'll play the descending G again. Okay, so that's the one thing you want to isolate in the piece, that scale pattern. Second thing are the 4/8 notes. The first one we have involves an ascending third from open A. So you want to practice that first, because remember, it's not a C sharp. There's no C sharps in this piece. It's a low 2, so a C natural. And in your music, you see the symbol in front of that C. The symbol is a natural sign. That means you're going to play that note with a low second finger. So let's see. So that's the first group of 8th notes. And the other one we have, you can feel free to rock to your open E, but if you're comfortable using your 4th finger, you can do that. But if you're not comfortable, just using open E is okay. So I'll demonstrate with open E. So the finger pattern here is 3 E, 1 on A, 2, 3 E, 1, 2. If you like letters, D, E, B, C. So do that again slowly, like 3 times slow. Oh, and you got to remember to put your finger down. And one more time. And when you get comfortable at that speed, do it a little faster. Ready, go. One more time. And how about a little faster? So 1, da, ba, ba. example of how to practice. Okay, start slow and then build up speed, and your muscles will remember. Let's see, and I think, oh, there's one more group of eighth notes. This is toward the end, you know, where you see the first ending, and then again, the same thing happens at the second ending. These notes are, I'll do the fingers first. 3, 3, A, 1. So like this. So the 3, 3, that I call a jump. Your finger is jumping across to the next string. Okay? And in the music world, this is called a perfect fifth. And to use the pitch names, this is G, D, A, B. And here we go. Again, go. And when you're jumping across, you want to hop the finger. Take the finger off. Do not roll the finger. We're hopping. Again. And a little faster. Ready, go. Again, go. One more time. A little faster. Ready, go. Ready, go. One more time. Okay, and then some other things at the end, you'll notice the pizzicato symbol. So in the first ending, when we pitch, after we play, you're going to lift your bow and then set your thumb. You've learned how to do this already. And then you're just going to plant your 3 on the G and then play an octave G. So open G this time to the finger G. So you'll do that 2 times. And then camp out at G. And then you'll go back to the beginning and play it again. But this time after you play it, you're going to go directly to the second ending. Play that perfect fifth hop again. This time when we end it, you're going to play a chord. Those 3 notes at the end is what is called a G major chord. A chord is when we play 3 or more notes at the same time. What you're going to do here is plant the 1 on A, the 2 on E, and then open D will be that's the note at the bottom. So the notes are D, first finger B, second finger G. And notice the shape of my fingers. They are together. So I'll play them independently or alone. D, 1 on A, 2 on E. Again, D, B, G. Now, when you play the chord, we're going to just roll those 3 strings starting from the open D. That's it. So you can practice doing that first, and then we got to get into it. So we'll do it slowly from the perfect fifth, 8th notes. Lift the bow, set the fingers, and then roll the strings. I'll do it again slowly. 3, 3, A, 1, back to G. Lift and set your finger. You're setting both your 1 and 2 on A and E, and then setting your index finger on the D string, and you're going to roll those 3 strings. So that's a slow roll. You can practice it that way. And then you want to do it faster. And notice how I'm holding my bow. I have a nice bow hold, right? My thumb is not pushing up, but it's here because we need that correct bow hold to hold the bow, maintain the shape of your bow hold. So you got a good grip on the bow when you're releasing your pointer finger to play the chord. Okay, so again, the ending